2 rounds left before the finals. We're going to tab set of 6 with Anthony Minichiello. Mini on fire, picking upsets galore. Your long shots come off the last 3 weeks. You tipped the Dogs, $3.20. They got another win, the Dogs, and you must be buying some new Versace shirts and suits.
I'm coming home strong, Gerard, aren't I? It's a nice feeling. Hope the punters are getting on there and getting a bit of value. So let's see if we can do it again.
Yeah, your same game multi got up as well. Let's start though. Tackle 1, early points, just a market where this is going to get us off to a flyer. What game are you going to?
Look, I think South's at the minus, 5.5. I think the minus is, and that offers $1.85. The Warriors very up and down side. They are back at home, but the way South Sydney played last week, I think they should cover that.
And Sam Burgess back in after a quad injury. Alex Johnston back in on the wing too will help. James Roberts suspended, but South, are they still a threat? I mean, they've gone through that, I guess, that little rough period. Can you still see them threatening for the premiership?
Yeah, there's still a threat. No dramas at all. I think we talked about it, how the Wayne Bennett coach team, they had that little slump towards the end of the year, and then they come back. And last week's game against the Broncos was an outstanding game. The intensity was just really high, and I enjoyed watching it, and they were back.
And of course, the Warriors got beat 42-16 last week. Now they're back at home. They'll probably win. It is the Warriors after all. They've crunched all our multis at some stage during our punting lives. Let's go to our second tackle, long shot, where Mini's going for 4 in a row. Come on, Mini.
All right, I'm not going with the Dogs this week. I'm going with the Titans.
Yeah,
can you believe it or not?
The Knights. To beat the Knights on Old Boys Day.
Well, I think a couple of years ago they capitulated on Old Boys Day as well. And last week it was a really poor performance. Look, I dare say they'll be...
It was a disgraceful performance.
Yeah, it was. I tipped them. I thought they were on a bit of a run. And the way they played was terrible. So I think they'll sort of bounce back from that form. But there's a lot of weird things that are happening up in Newcastle at the moment. So I think the Titans, they showed a bit of fight last week against Melbourne Storm. I think they can do it.
I actually agree with you. There's something about what's going on up there that makes you think, you know what, they just need to get to the end of the season. Which is such a shame considering where they were going into that game last week. $4, 10.5 start.
Yep.
Take the $4, Mini. Get greedy.
Yeah, I'll take the $4. Let's
Why
go.
Not? All right, tackle 3, bin or win. And this is about teams who played earlier in the season, whether they can repeat the results. So, for instance, Parramatta taking on the Broncos in Brisbane. They beat them 38-10. That was back in round 14. Can Parramatta do it again, bin or win?
I'm going to bin this just because the way the Broncos played last week, so much intensity. If they replicate that, I think they will win. So bin that for me.
And of course, could fall out of the 8 if they lose the Broncos. Plenty to play for. Blake Ferguson back for the Eels. Manly, 11-10 against the Storm at AAMI Park only a few weeks ago. This time at Brookie, can the Sea Eagles do it again?
Look, the Melbourne Storm are a very smart outfit. I think they'll adjust their game plan, so I'm going to bin this.
Okay, big great win from the Eagles in Canberra last week. Speaking of Canberra, can the Raiders beat the Sharks away? It was 22-22 Canberra at GIO. That was back in round 14 as well. Can the Raiders do it again? The Sharks, a lot to play for at Shark Park.
Huge game. This is a great game. I can't wait for it. I'm going to win this. I think the Raiders can win. Paul Gallen's last home game, but Raiders coming off a loss, I think they'll lift.
Joey Leilua suspended. Coach killer 101 in Canberra last week.
Yes, I know. He dropped the knees after a try. It's not a good look.
His best is so good, so it must be so frustrating for Ricky Stewart there in Canberra. And your same game multi, you're sticking with this game.
I'm sticking with this game. I'm going to go with the Raiders 1-12 into the overs. I think there's going to be some points scored that afternoon. That will offer $6, which is a huge price.
Yeah, and forecast looks pretty good in Sydney for it's the first day of spring. Sunday afternoon should be beautiful. You had Souths 1-12 and Gagai to score last week. That paid $5. Fifth tackle now, first try star. And we're looking to the Tigers Dragons game. Huge game for the Tigers in particular. This, as far as making the finals potentially is concerned.
It's a must win, isn't it? And I think the way the Tigers played last week, well, they played Newcastle. They were pretty poor, but they come out pretty fast. They started fast. I think the Tigers need to do that again. So I'm going to put the try watch on Robert Jennings.
Robert Jennings, $10 to score the first try, $3.50 in the to score and win market, $2.10 to score at any time, and $6 to score 2 or more tries. I might be marking, I'm not quite sure what wing Tristan Saylor's on, but Tristan did a good job there, Dell's son, last week.
He did, outstanding. He scored a great try against the Roosters, just coming off a block play, but he showed a lot of pace and evasion to get through, so he looks the goods.
Great stuff from Little Dell there, Tristan Saylor, but Robert Jennings, keep an eye on him for the Tigers this week. Golden Point, you bet of the round?
Bet of the round is just straight out in the Roosters. They've had one loss at, I think it was round 1 against South Sydney at home there, and they've just sort of kicked on through the season, had some great wins at home. So put them in your multis. That's a lock for me.
Yeah, I'm going Brisbane to beat Parramatta. So much to play for at home, coming off that tight loss last week. I think Brisbane, again, just head-to-head, not getting too greedy this week. I think it was a really tough round, actually, this weekend.
It is.
So much to play for a lot of teams. So that's set of 6 for this week. 1 round left after this week, Mini.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? I can't wait. Finals around the corner.
September's here. The sun's coming back out. Best time of the year. Make sure you catch us each and every week on Tab Set of 6 on the Tab blog. Make sure you check out the words tips as well. Good luck, punters.